So find a comfortable seat, take a nice big breath in. And breath out. Let it up through your mouth. Another breath in, deep breath in. Lengthen the spine. And exhale. Through your mouth again. Sitting for a moment here, settling in, tapping into our quieter nervous system by just slowing it down, slowing the breath. You can close your eyes for a few breaths here. If it's easier to do those breaths, you can take the arms out and up, as we've been doing, and take an exhale. And with each exhale, let something go. Busyness in your life. Just let it go. Come to your mat or your yoga practice today. Set everything else aside. Find a little movement here, just a little shrug of your shoulders, a little turn of your head side to side. We're going to make our way to child's pose to start today. I think today's practice might be a little more vigorous, just a little warning, but you can take your modifications as always. So I'm taking my toes to the back of the mat. And taking my up child's pose, my heels go down to, my hips go down to my heels, but if yours don't, stay up higher. Take a couple breaths here, just let things kind of let your body settle in, shake it out side to side. Reach your arms up overhead, big reach, big long reach. And a nice big breath as you rise up and then let it go down. Just kind of float up and down. Keep your hands to one side. A little lateral stretch of our spine. Again, you can maybe rise up on your knees and then exhale and lower down. Take it to the other side, stack those hands. Maybe lift up here all fours, but your hands are to the side. Exhale, find that stretch. Back to the mat. I'm going to get a blanket here for my knees. Good. And then coming up to all fours. So snacking our joints here. And exhale, cat pose. Inhale to your cow. Dropping spine. Broaden the shoulder blades. Broaden the collarbones as you float between the two. Go on back to child's and let's just start a circle. Just finding some movement here. Pick the other way. Up to all fours and then into our kneeling plank. Take a little push up. Use our arms just a little bit here. Exhale it back. Inhale, come all the way forward, lower all the way down. And take my hands a little wider. Take a little shrug. Take a little lift of your spine. A little cobra pose. Exhale, float it down. Press into your pubic bone, lengthen the front of your body. Another cobra. Light on the hands. Exhale down. Relax those shoulders, shake it out. One more time. And go ahead and push back. Back to side pose. And then come up to all fours and stacking our joints here. And we're going to find our spinal balance. Taking a flow. And let's go ahead and hold one side. And then open leg, open arm to the side, opposite sides. And again. Take it down, switch your sides, find your spinal balance, and then open up. We're just working some other glute muscles here. Exhale, open. And take it down. All right, shrug of your shoulders. Maybe take your hands behind. Grab your heels, maybe, or grab a block. Maybe just set that block between your heels. That shrug of the shoulders. Maybe you can take your hands to the block. Open your heart a little bit. For camel pose. Or as we did the other day, rest one hand on your back and just float one arm. All right. Taking it forward again from child's pose. Let's take a downward facing dog. From here, come forward into a plank and maybe just kind of just stay on your toes, lower your hips. For a little upward facing dog. Knees can be soft here. You can go to your knees on the mat. Take your heart forward a little bit. And come up. Just take one leg up and back. Exhale. Knee to your chest. Kind of give yourself a little curl there. One more time. Third time, step forward. Plant your back heel. Spin your arms. Into warrior two. And take your hands to your heart. Go ahead and straighten your leg. And then end up pointing your front toes to the short end of the mat. Kind of turn your back. So we're in a warrior one type position. Pelvis is facing forward here. I'm going to drop my elbows right down to my side so I know my hips are straight forward. And let's just bend a little bit into that. And then come up. Your arms out and up. And take yourself down to the mat. I need to grab that block. We're actually staying up warrior one. I'm coming to a block with my left hand. My right leg is forward. I'm going to take a little revolved triangle here. So it's a twist to the side, but I use the block so I'm not groveling on the floor. I'm just going to keep my hand right there. As my right hip comes forward, left hip kind of going back, so I got to level out that pelvis again. One more breath here. I'm going to take it down to the mat now. Back. And coming to our downward dog again, come forward. Let's do that little yogi push-up. And then we're going to go to the other side. So the left leg in this case is going up and back, taking that little tucked knee toward my chest. And my body moves forward and more over my arms. There we go, one more time. Take that little tuck and then step forward. So planting the back heel. I'm going to have my back to you now. So we have warrior two. We'll go ahead and hold there for another breath or two. And then switching now, we're going to turn. So I'm facing forward. If you need to shorten up your stance for warrior one, do that. But here, left pelvis is kind of coming forward, right pelvis, so I can level out. And take a little floating motion here. Take a more of a V shape or cactus arms for your warrior one. Float the arms now down toward the mat. Got the hand on the block. I'm going to put it to the high end. More straightening of this left leg. I'm going to take my hand to my hip right here. On my exhale, just take that rotation to the side. So this is revolved triangle. You notice both of my knees are soft. And exhale, go ahead and rotate down. Good, we got my machine there. So you can keep that block from here. Just going to go ahead and step forward. Nice soft knees, just float it up. Hands come to your heart. Okay, kind of various movement of our spine, coming to the center of my mat, over to the back so you can kind of see here. We'll just find our mountain pose. Hands can be at the heart, can be along your side. So just notice how you're feeling. Maybe noticing your breaths a little bit faster. Adjust that, just take some time to slow the breath down. We're going to begin a little balancing now from our mountain pose, just right from there. You can do this from the wall too, so if you need to touch the wall. So the arms are going to come up, and I'm just coming up on my toes, kind of up on the balls of my feet. And exhale. Take it down and maybe rock back a little bit on those heels and float it up. So a little balancing. rocking back on those heels is a little challenging. I'm gonna bend just a little bit when I do that. Hold here now. Take your arms where it's comfortable or where it gives you good balance. We'll just pretend like I'm a tree here. One more breath here. And lower down. I'm going to go ahead and take it a little wider now. Actually, I'm going to walk my feet in here. Let's just do some other balancing, just emptying the weight onto one leg here. And be light on the other side. We're just going to kind of move the leg back and forth. Just challenging yourself. You're just a little bit to stay focused. And then side to side. You can touch your toes. Actually take a little curtsy. Come back to center. I'm going to switch sides. Emptying the weight onto my right leg. Taking it forward and back. No more issues on my right leg. So just adjusting accordingly. And there, touch. And we'll touch. And we'll touch. And we'll touch and maybe just do a little curtsy. And come back to center. All right. I guess I'll leave that. Walk to the back of the mat. Take the arms out and up. Go ahead and touch your palms. Go ahead and take a chair pose. And go ahead and stand up. And float it out. And chair pose. Hands can be at your heart. I'm going to grab this block. If you've got a block, put it between your thighs. Hold it here. I'm squeezing into the block. And I'm going to do that twist. So left hand to my right knee, and right hand to my back. And float it out. Chair pose, take it the other way. We're doing that barber pole twist, so the head turns with the body, turning from the waist. Inhale back to center. Exhale, take your arms straight back and maybe straighten your legs here so you're nice and upper body's parallel with the floor. Your belly is engaged. Exhale. Come on down to your knees. And come to a seat. Roll back. A little knees up toward your chest and take some circling. Circling each direction. And then knees are bent here. If you need to tuck a hand under your chest, go ahead. I'm going to take my legs out, say a foot or 6 inches, and just brush the floor here. So waking up the core here, take it the other direction. Take it up overhead. Legs are long, feet are flexed. And then take those legs out. Find some circles here. Taking the lever a little further out, so getting the core going here. Take it the other way, those circles. Keep those legs glued together. One, we're back to center. Take your knees to your chest. And then let's take those legs out in that water wheel. So you still have your legs pinned together there, just stuck together, knees and take it together. Go ahead and move your hands. Take one leg out long. Take your other leg down to the knee and the hand to the thigh or the knee on the other side. If you need to scoot your hips away, that's fine, toward that bent knee. And then use your, in this case, my left hand just to draw my knee across into a spinal twist. My head is following. My head can actually go the other direction as well, if that's okay for your neck. Hold for one more breath there. Do a little wake up here. Roll back to center. And we'll lengthen everything out. Nice big stretch. And then exhale. I'm going to lengthen out my right. My left foot's going to go either on my knee or my thigh. And I can scoot my hips to the left a bit. And my right arm as I turn my body to the right, just going to assist that leg in moving. You can look over toward where you're going, straight up or to over your shoulder. So nice, slow, deep breaths here. Exhale, just let yourself roll back. And then let your legs relax out, soles of the feet touching. Let's reach our legs, arms overhead. Just kind of straighten out our spine here, just a bit for a little axial extension. Then we're going to take the legs out. Our feet to the mat, knees hip distance. And you can just float up and down a couple times. Maybe take a flowing or rolling bridge, arms and going up. Do that one more, two more times, and then next time you just float your arms down and take them underneath you so your hips are still up. Clasp your hands underneath, find space between your neck and your chest. Have your shoulder blades kind of tucked under your back as you come into a nice bridge pose. Engaging the glutes, the backs of the legs, and lengthening out the front of your body. Maybe just finding a little bit more lift in your chest. Last breath. And exhale. Take those knees to the chest, and let's just put one hand to each knee. And circle the other way. And then I'd like you to cross your legs. Cross your legs with the knees. And if you can reach your ankles, go ahead and bring those legs in a little closer. Or you can leave them up. Just hang on to your toes. This is a supine cow face pose, cow face legs. One more breath here, and then we'll just kind of switch sides here. So crossing our legs again, bend those knees. If the feet are available, you can grab your toes, you can grab your ankles, bring them in a little bit closer to your body, or you can keep them up here. So we're getting a nice different stretch, I think. On our outer thighs, up around those glutes. And then go ahead and release. You can take your feet down, you can cross your legs. You can try actually, or touch the soles of your feet. Try crossing your elbows here, either taking a hug or doing eagle arms right here in the supine pose. Keep the hands away from your face. If you can grab both palms together, that's fine. If you can do the backs of your palms, that's fine too. A nice big breath and enjoy the stretch in the back of your body and in your shoulders. And maybe find a little exploratory movement here. Circling the elbows. And then release, go ahead and release, kind of shake it all out. And then cross your elbows the other way. So you can take that hug, or you can take eagle arms this side. This is a little more challenging for me. I have some issues with my left shoulder, so I'm still gonna get my palms together. Find ease in the pose. If you can't get that, get it with the palms, with the backs together, or do the hug. But find some ease where you can find the breath again. And as you're ready, go ahead and release those arms. Kind of shake things out. Kind of roll out your wrists now. Take your legs overhead and roll out your ankles. Find other movement here for your arms and legs. Maybe into a straddle. Circling the other way. Just kind of finding that opposite movement. And then one more squeeze, knees into the chest. Maybe take that little tuck of the chin, lifting it. And then releasing everything down or to your Shavasana, what's comfortable for you. The shoulder blades under, just let your body melt. Let your jaw soften. Let your eyes close. And notice how you feel. It's also a way to set the benefits of the practice. Your body realizes you're not moving around, you're slowing down. You can just take time to see what's going on. So hopefully, take some of that good stuff we did today into the rest of your day. Take your time, whenever you're ready. But you can spend some time in Shavasana. I'm just going to close out the class for now. Have a great rest of your day.